Hello, everyone, and welcome to another lesson. I'm very happy to have you here with me today. Of course, you all heard the exciting news that Grok 4 is out. We all, I think, saw the YouTube video with Elon introducing Grok 4 and saying a couple of surprising stuff, to be honest. He was predicting that by the end of the year, Grok 4 will be starting to discover new technologies. And yeah, I think it's quite optimistic from his side. I think it's just promotional, but I don't think it's long. So maybe within the next couple of years. Lots of really big talk about Grok, and it is now available through API. You know what that means? That means it's now available for us people who do HTTP requests, right? And who create AI agents. So that's great news for us. Before I start, I just want to point you guys to my community. It is a great space for us all to grow. It's on Skool. I'll put the link down in the description below. It has a lot of beginners courses for Make and n8n. It also has a lot of blueprints and workflows for n8n, for Make, and for Comfy UI as well if you're into image generation. We also have live builds where we put live videos of me doing complex builds step by step. We also have documentation support where we go through. We'll go through that some of that today. It's basically step by step on how to set up complex HTTP requests. And of course, you can ask me whatever question you want in the community. I'll try to help as much as I can. We are all there to grow together in this really emerging field. Of course, some of the workflows that I have in there are like, for example, the viral AI vlog, where it creates a full series of vlog that's not like episodes. It creates the videos, stitches them up together, publishes them, everything in one workflow. We also have more SEO related blog post generators. We have trend finding workflows all ready made for you to just click on the three dots and import from file. As well as we have make.com for people who use that. We have agents, we have master agents, we have so many agents with that. We have the jobs agent, we have the art agent, we have the research agent, and all are linked to the master agent and a lot of other as well blueprints. So I encourage you to join because we're still in the launch price tier, so you can lock in your price at a very low rate. All right, so now we are here in n8n and we want to basically create use Grok 4. Um, so first thing we should do is of course the trigger step is the step that starts the workflow. What we want to do is just do a sample question towards the API and see what comes back to us. I'm going to rename because I like to name everything, as you know. Grok 4. Lots of really good benchmarks towards Grok 4. So as you can see, its intelligence is by far the best across all, even across DeepSeek R1, which I had very good results with. So it is the best so far. In terms of speed, it is not the best, right? I'm sure now as it's starting to roll out, it's going to be even slower than it's expected because everybody is jumping on it. The price is, as you can see, not the least expensive because of course because it's the highest in terms of intelligence. As Elon said, it is like a PhD person with all the fields, right? A person who has the PhD in all fields. So very exciting stuff. Very exciting charts there. We can start leveraging that in our agents and in our automations. So in here, if I go to community and go to the Grok HTTP request here, I have a step by step how to do that. So First of all, let's create the first step, which is the trigger. So the trigger is the first step in any automation. It's the one that starts the automation. But just be careful that this cannot be activated. This has to be manually clicked from this button or in this button. So as the documentation said, I need to create an HTTP request, and I like to name those as well because you get lost when you have so many. So Grok for request. All right. So once I do that, going back to here, so I need to create an HTTP request. Then I need to import. So I put here the code for you to import that has everything you need. So just copy that from there, and then here, and you just import CURL here. And if you put that in here and import, you'll have all the parameters needed. Okay, so you have the endpoint, and you need to put your authentication here. Let me check something. All right, so we have the endpoint here, and of course we need to do authorization. So you need to put your API key here from XAI. You can get that API key from there. I also put the link here inside of my community. You can go to here, console.x.ai, to get your API key. But after we put the code here and we say import, we are good to go here. We just need to replace the API key. For me, since I'm going to use this more often, I did the authentication route. I explained this in my past videos. So I have a generic one here. Since I know it's a header auth, so I put my authentication here. You can put it in here, authorization, then bearer, and your API key, so that you can access it easily over and over again. So I can just not send headers anymore. Okay, and then since it's a post, we're sending a body, and the body message is we have the role, you are intelligent personal assistant. You can expand on that, and then the message here. And here you can put your own message. You can put it by chat, or you can put it by you can insert it yourself. So then here the model is, this is very important, this is a Grok and this number. So this is the you can get that from the XAI website, and I think here we can just replace it by the message. We can what we can do is we can put a chat trigger here. So we can put a chat trigger so we can get the message from that. Okay, so if we let's just do the chat, open chat, and then we can say yeah, see, I've been experiencing with that a little bit. So what is the funniest joke written by a human? As you can see here, the output is the message, which is exactly what we need. So we just connect it to this node, and then what we need to do is just, instead of the message here, we can delete that, and we can put the input from the chat, and then the message would be here. Okay, so I think that would be I think that's it. That's what we need to do. We can just run this, and then we can test this. Since we have the message, we can click test. So let's wait for the test to be finished and then see what it comes back to us. Be aware that everybody now is using Grok 4, so it might be a little bit slow, and it even might not just get you back what you want just in the time being. I think the best results I got was just doing an HTTP request directly with the to the XAI. So here we have the results. So the funniest joke is here it says 2 hunters are out in the wood. One of them collapses. He doesn't seem to be breathing. His eyes are glazed. So the other guy whips out his phone, call emergency. My friend is dead. What can I do? The operator says, calm down. I can help. First, let's make sure that he's dead. There's a silence. Then gunshot is heard. Back on the phone, the guy says, okay, now what? So the other guy actually went and shot his friend, because the emergency people, the operator says, let's make sure he's let's make sure he's dead. Okay, so that is the reply from Grok 4. As you can see, doing the request directly to XAI didn't take much time, and I think it gave us results. Now I'm sure, of course, there are other ways. So there is the OpenRouter way. I can quickly, but I think this is doing the request is now at the beginning the safest way. But you can go for example, we can go for an AI agent, and then AI agent here, and then when you created the AI agent here, then you can do the OpenRouter. And then OpenRouter, if we go to their website, as you can see, this is their main website. They say that they already have Grok up there working, and this is the model. But of course, with OpenRouter, at first, like with every new model, I mean, I remember when DeepSeek R1 started rolling out OpenRouter, it took a while for things to work. So anyway, we can here search for Grok, and then you can see Grok 4 is here, and then you can select it as a model, and then you can connect the chat to it and test with that. There's also another chat model here, which is XAI, yeah, XAI Grok. So that's also here. You can select the Grok model for that. So just as a recap, there are several ways to connect to Grok 4. There's the HTTP request, which is directly calling out the API. We have the documentation in the community for you to use, and we'll have also this whole blueprint. I will export it for you in case you want to use it as is. We have the OpenRouter chat, which has access to lots and lots of models, including Grok 4. And we have the XAI Grok chat model, which also directly connects to the to XAI. Now, both of these are chat models that needs to be connected to an AI agent. This is a simple node that can be connected to whatever in the workflow that you want. All right, so I just wanted you guys to introduce to Grok 4 and how to use it in n8n. I hope this lesson was beneficial. In case you liked it, please give it a like, subscribe for more videos, and I'm going to see you in the community.